Hello, I'm going to do a little yoga flow for the hips. Just a little stretch, just a little deepening into the hips. So we're going to start on the mat. We're just going to windscreen wiper the legs from side to side. We're going to do this about 3 more. 1, 2, 3. From here we're going to come into a lizard. So whatever way you want to get into it. We're going to step that knee back. Toe can be flat or tucked. Hands come inside the front foot. And you're just going to breathe. You can even lift the knee, press into the toe, and pop it back on the mat. You can pull your shoulders back, relax the chest. Neck can be nice and long with a little tuck in the chin, or you can drop the neck, look down towards the hands, and try and sink from here. You can even put a hand here on the lumbar spine and push down a little bit. Place the hand again on the mat. If you can come down to your forearms, go for it, or you can put a block there. We're going to do 3 more breaths here. Inhaling length, exhaling sink. Big deep inhale through the nose. Taking length, exhaling sink. 1 more, big deep inhale through the nose. And exhaling. From here you're going to push into the hands, step back into a plank, bring the opposite foot forward, dropping back down into lizard on the opposite side. So again, you can lift that knee, open the hips a little bit, place it back down. Think hip bones point forward. You're not twisting here. If you want, you can walk this foot a little bit out to the side. Maybe that gives you a little more room in the hips. Again, if you like, you can place the hand here on your lumbar spine. Press down a little bit. You'll feel an opening here on the inside when you do that. Pull those shoulders back. Feel a nice bit of length in the spine there. You can drop the head if you like. Got 3 more breaths here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale length, exhale sink. Inhale length, exhale sink. Inhale length, exhale sink down. From here we're going to tuck that back toe, come back into plank, walk the hands back towards the toes, bow forward, shake the head, slowly roll up to stand. From here we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So hinge at the hips, hands on the hips, hinge forward, think nice flat back, and slowly drop the hands down towards the center. Drop the head, let the head go. You'll feel the backs of the legs opening here. Think inhale, lift, exhale, sink back down. Inhale, half lift, exhale, sink back down. 1 more of those. Inhale, lift, exhale, sink back down. Here we're going to shimmy this foot out to the side a little bit more. We're going to bend into this knee. Open up the legs a little bit more. Take our hands inside. You're going to spend a little time here. Think pushing into the outer edge of this foot and this foot too, all into the front toes, back around the instep. Has a little bit of a lift there. From here we're going to push into the toes here, bend into the opposite leg and come over to the other side. Spend a little bit of time here. Inhaling, push into the feet, exhale, sink back down. 1 more breath and exhale. And then we're going to just slowly move in between the two, trying to keep the hips down as low as we can as we pass over and back. Let's just do one more each side here. From here, we're going to plant our hand, reach the arm up overhead, bring it to the back of the hip, open the chest towards the sky. We're going to push our shoulder into our knee and our knee into our shoulder. Take 3 breaths here. And one more. I'm going to slowly come over to the other side. Bring that hand inside the foot. Reach the arm up overhead. Bring it around behind the hip. Open the chest towards the sky. Pushing that elbow, shoulder into the knee. Knee pushes back. Another 3 breaths here. From here, we're going to rotate towards the front of the mat and come into pigeon. So we're going to take knee towards opposite hand, pulling the hips back, sit up nice and tall, sink back down towards the mat. Try and keep the hips nice and square. Inhale, lift. Exhale, begin to walk the hands down onto the mat. You can make a little pillow with the hands, and we're just going to spend 10 breaths here. So try not rotate so your hips are opening and that thigh comes to the mat. Try and focus on bringing both of the hip bones parallel to the mat, and think length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Got 4 more breaths here. And the last one. So from here, you're slowly going to lift the head, walk the hands back alongside the hips. And we're going to take this back leg forward, wrap it around, keep the big toes down. You're going to grab your knee, lift the skin, and twist towards your knee, pushing through the toe, trying to get that hip down towards the ground. You should feel a nice stretch in the outer hip. Think length through the spine. Exhaling, twist. Take 2 more here. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. And we're just going to rotate to the opposite side. Pick up the hips. We're going to come into pigeon on the opposite side. Ooh. So again, come up onto that toe, pull the hip back, plant the foot, bring the hands alongside the hips, and then slowly walk down towards the mat. And you're taking 10 breaths here. So again, focus on squaring out those hips and thinking length. Roll the shoulders back. Don't have them up here at the ears. Roll them back. Think a nice, long, relaxed spine. We've got 3 more. And last one. And on an inhale, slowly lift the head. Walk the hands up beside the hips. Roll onto the side of the hip. Swing that leg around. Plant the toe on the outside of the knee. Pull the flesh up. Think length through your spine. Hand can stay here on the sole of the foot, or you can inhale, think length, exhale, bring the hand behind the hip and twist. Inhale, length, exhale, twist. Last two, inhale, length, exhale, twist. One more, inhale, length, exhale, twist. And on an inhale, you're going to come back to center. Twist around. We're just going to do 2 more poses. We're going to come into a little yogi squat from here. So nice and wide with the hips, and you can slowly rock down into it. Bring the hands inside the knees. Drop the bum. Squeeze the knees into the elbows and the elbows into the knees. Lift the chest, push into your feet, and breathe for 10. If it's too hard for you being down this low, you can just come up a little bit higher. Got 3 more. And last one. From here, plant the hands, lift the bum, bring the feet together, bend the knees back and forth, let the head be loose. You can come up to stand, then we're going to come down to the mat and just lie down. So knees touch the mat together, palms out nice and wide, roll your shoulders back and down, a little bit of a tuck in the chin, and just relax down into the mat. You can take 20 to 30 breaths here in this pose and just relax. And when you're finished, you just come up to sit, a comfortable seat, roll onto your side, cross the legs, lift the chest, bring your hands to heart center, lift the corners of your lips, give yourself a smile. Namaste.